Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel for a new pen day, and this is a pretty special one. My dad actually bought this for me. He was overseas recently and he had a really bad day, and then when he came home he was like, I had a really bad day and I went for a walk, and he got me a pen and he got my mum some jewelry, which is really lovely. So he went to a store. He obviously went to a Lamy store, and he said he was super overwhelmed. There were so many options, but he bought me a really beautiful pen, and it's super exciting. So the pen he got me is a Lamy Studio, and it's in this really beautiful olive green color, and I'm hoping you can see there's like it's not a texture, there's just a finish to it, which just gives it like a depth, and it's really beautiful. So we are going to ink this up together and see how it writes. Just looking at it here though, as I said, it's the olive green color. The first thing I notice is that the pen has a bit of weight to it, which is quite nice. It's got a nice push cap. There's the nib. It's a medium Lamy nib. It looks longer than the Safari or All-Star ones. It's a cartridge converter pen. It comes with one blue cartridge and a converter. So we will do that. Goes in there. Beautiful. So before we ink it up, let's have a look at it next to some other pens. And I actually found this cute little thing from Kmart. So this is what I'm going to use. So I thought I'd put it next to a very common Lamy, and then just a smaller pen, which is my Traveler's brass pocket pen. So if I do it like that, so they're all there, you can see it's a touch smaller than the Lamy, but not by too much, and obviously bigger than the Travelers, but really quite comparable. So I think if this one fits in your hand, you'll have no issues with this. I'm not really someone who posts. Actually, I don't think it's a postable pen. That doesn't really, no, so it's not a pen that posts, which is absolutely fine for me. Oh, maybe it's not longer. I wonder if those nibs are interchangeable. I'm sure someone on here will let me know. And so again, the All-Star is slightly bigger, and then once this one is posted, it actually becomes quite longer. Looking at it from just like that section point of view, slightly smaller section, that doesn't bother me at all. It has a slight, very subtle like edge there and there, but you actually don't feel it at all. It feels really nice in the hand, and the weight is obviously designed in such a way, you can see it's widest in the middle, that fits really perfectly in that crease of my hand, which just feels really nice. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put these away and we can ink it up. So my lovely pen friend Abby recently sent me a whole bunch of samples, and she said, oh, I've got a spare empty sailor bottle. I'll fill it up with something for you. So she filled it up with Birmingham Pen Company's Salamander. So I thought I would pop that in here. So I would love to get to know that ink a little bit better as well. So as always, just do it with the bring that down here. I don't think I had it in deep enough. There, beautiful. Don't need to fill it up all the way, and because I spill things, we're going to put that to the side straight away. Pretty easy to fill up. Sorry, I'm just making sure that I'm getting the little bits of ink that are just in that little section there, because otherwise they're going to go all over my hands. So as I did last year, but I'm going to do the same again this year, I just have my little kind of template that I put underneath. I like being able to just look back, for example, and see, just have the same kind of layout. So you've got to love a pen that writes nicely straight out of the box, which this does. It feels like a normal Lamy medium, which is, I guess, wider than a Japanese medium. And this is the Lamy Studio in olive green. And it's a medium nib. It feels I was going to say it feels juicy, but I don't actually think that's correct. It just feels nice. It's laying down a nice amount of ink. You're getting a few nice little bits of shading. I've obviously got ink on my hands because it's on the page. But yeah, it actually feels really nice. And I think the thing I'm focusing on the most is just that distribution of weight. I stay away from super heavy pens and rightly or wrongly super big pens because I have small hands. I feel like, am I not going to be able to, is it going to give me hand fatigue? But what I'm finding, and actually this one is, not that one, similar. This is my Zizo Phantom, and that's actually this is the heaviest pen I have by far, and it's decently heavier than this one. If the weight is distributed properly, it's actually quite a nice feel. It doesn't feel fatiguing at all, which is really, really nice. So let's have a look. Down, side, reverse. And then in terms of, you're getting a really nice amount of ink. Let's go this little flower down here, shall we? So pen's going to hold a special place in my heart. It was a present from my dad, which is nice enough, but there's also something nice about, well, it's not nice that he was having a bad day, that sucks, but that the thing that made him happy when having a bad day was to find something that he knew I would really love. That's really quite nice in my opinion. I think that's a really lovely thing. So it's going to have going to have some sentimental value. I'm just trying to think if I actually don't have a Lamy with a finer nib inked up, but so I can't compare, but that's okay because it's not about the other nibs, it's just about this pen. So there we have it, the Lamy Studio in the olive green, a really, really beautiful green color. It's so gorgeous. This one has a medium nib and it's inked with Birmingham Pen Company's Salamander. That was a little bit out of focus there. There we go. Let me know if you have this pen and what you think of it. We'll chat to you guys again soon. Bye.